reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down. Fields finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. On first and 10, Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On third down, Armstrong. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey. Bosa.
Joey Bosa. A 10-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. 3rd and 15.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Fields. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
They run it with Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Off the play fake. Fields. This is the tight end Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Zoom, zoom. Check 24. Check 24.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. Crouch. 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 Here we go.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
Shift.
Looking to throw. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky. Because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
Oh, yeah. Ready.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the set.
58, Mike. Let's go, D.
Hayward.
Tiny to the rock, boy. Tiny to the rock.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
58's the mic. 58.
Go. He's tired of me. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45. Mike, 45.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. and sacked back at the 38.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Double dog. Hey,
New mic 52, mic 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on.
Hey, watch the leg.
Check Eddie Wilson. Ready. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. There goes Melvin Gordon. A big play there by Gordon. 64 yards on the ground. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, Carson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On first down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ready, go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it here with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Now Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 60 orange.
Man, I got you.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Here I come. Scene 6.
51, Mike 51.
You gonna see me in your top.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey, it's coming up. Recall, 132 fight.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Gordon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. 30 pace, let's go.
We got 4.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Go.
Second and 11. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Complete to Melvin Gordon. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Pretty quiet.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is what's scripted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Gordon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is Gordon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one good for 26 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Fields. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Fields. That one complete to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
The Chargers 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Strip that ball.
2nd and 2. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Well, he's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this